What's good, people? What's good? What's good? It's your boy J Dub the King in the building with a brand new episode of PD&J. What's good today? I'm your host J Dub the King.
And I'm your host, Pocket. What's good, folks? How are you doing on this Wednesday afternoon?
I'm doing great. How about yourself? How's your week?
I'm testing the speakers out. Man, it's doing great. We're loving it. It's what month is it?
Women's Month.
What month is it?
Women's Month.
On Hump Day. All right, what's up? You know what? We got a couple shouts out going on right now. I'm going to go first. The second one is really special. The first one we're going to shoot out to Maya Angelou. Everybody knows who she is. I'm not going to go over accolades. But one particular thing why we chose her today, if you got a quarter, you might want to check the back of it because she's the very first African-American female on a quarter. So shout out to Maya Angelou. And everybody knows her accolades, so we're not going to go there with that. Her many, many quotes. And a heavy activist who passed away, I think, in 2014. Am I right? 2014, 2015.
I thought it was around 2015, maybe.
But shout out to her. And now, without further ado,
I have to give a shout out to a very special woman this month, today, on this day. Served 20 plus years in the Army, was in the Gulf War herself as well. So, shout out to Mom Duke, single mom. She, did everything that she could to raise two badass kids, and we still here and we made it. Salute
I'm
to
still
you,
badass.
Sorry,
I had something in my throat.
I figured, yeah. Salute to you, Mom. I love you.
Somebody needs that ass.
Anyway, what's on the agenda today, Pocket?
Well, there's so much going on, man. I tell you what, I'm going to start doing like they're in Atlanta right now. You know what they're doing down there?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I got to pass me my power drill, man. Where's my power drill at? Better watch gas tanks. I'm coming for you. They done figured out a way to get your gas from the bottom.
Oh, yeah. I saw about this. They're doing that in Atlanta, Arkansas, and a couple other states. So you're literally taking the drill and you're going to drill a hole in the gas tank and siphon off the gas that way. Smart.
So y'all better watch it. You see me on the ground, don't mind your business. Mind your business.
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
I know. I'm checking your catalytic converters.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, and it's happening on Priuses more than anything at this point. Taking the catalytic converters
because they're so easy to get off.
I guess so. I
think because of what they're made out of too. The material is they can flip it real quick. But hey, if you got a Prius, you ain't got to worry about that. You really don't. I don't want your Prius. I just want your gas. And they ain't got much gas in the Prius. So.
Yeah, and man, dude, national average. Can you believe that it's almost at $5?
Yeah, I do.
People, please don't start gouging the gas prices more than what you already have. I know what's going on, and I'm scared to see what's going to happen in the next coming days. We're going to hit that $5 mark.
Well, I think some places already did.
California, I saw a sign. California had $9.03 a gallon.
$9.03 of what? A gallon of milk?
Hey, look, I don't know.
A gallon of cow? What the hell? Man.
Hey, look,
all I make me lose my religion up in this piece.
Well, so here's the question now. Do we tap into our reserves or do we lift the sanctions that we placed on
Where's Sweetie at? We need her to tap in. Sweetie, where you at? Tap in. Come on, tap in.
I can't. Asking you a serious question here, bro. Like, for real.
I'm being serious too.
Okay, so tap in the reserves. What about the sanctions that we have on Saudi Arabia and Panama?
Well, the whole thing, the sanctions ain't going anywhere. So, and we kind of saw this. They prefaced by hiking the prices now because we knew what was going to happen in the long run, especially the Ukraine war. I'm sorry, conflict. It's not a war. According to Russia, it's not a war. It's a conflict. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. That's what that is. But because of all that's going on right now, that's what we got to deal with. Personally, yeah, we could probably go in there and put an end to this really quick. But then the long-term impact of that is what we're looking at. So this is the easiest way.
Now, since you brought up Ukraine, can you believe this dude Putin, whatever his name is going to be called this week? He's bombing schools now, bro.
Okay, so what we found out today, we actually have a lot of people watching in Russia and Ukraine. Didn't know about that.
Yeah. So shout out to you guys.
In Belarus and all these places. Now, here's what I want to say. One, keep the fight going. Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Don't stop till you get enough.
That's the first thing. And second thing I want to say is, screw the censors. Fuck you for doing that to schools. That's how I feel. That's really how I feel. Schools and hospitals, are you serious? And the NATO, you're losing me. You're losing me. You're not doing what you need to. Schools and hospitals.
Folks, our comments are open at this time. Any comments that you have in regards to this matter that's going on right now, definitely tap in. I want to hear your comments on this, because at the end of the day, I do take it a little bit personally. As a veteran, growing up as a military brat, as they say.
Yeah, you were a brat.
You got something in your throat again?
Oh, that was something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I kind of take this a little bit personal, because of the simple fact that you're taking the innocence out of innocent, meaning that they're civilians, Brand. They're fucking civilians.
And then not only that, there's supposed to be a ceasefire, and you're still.
Oh, that ceasefire only lasted 30 minutes?
It didn't even last 30 minutes. We're gonna do a ceasefire. Just kidding. Yeah, man, my blood is boiling. It's boiling because of this. Now I'm like, NATO, it's just the point. He's making fun. He's making a mockery of everything that's going on. And then you got the one spy that was caught here in the U.S. that we sent back to Russia. Did you hear what she said?
No, what she
said?
That
the Ukraine is bombing themselves.
That's not funny, but it's funny. I'm sorry,
because she's in the Russian parliament now. I mean, she infiltrated us here in the U.S. and we sent her back. Yeah. Okay. So just the whole thing. This whole thing is just it's mind blowing. It really is.
On that note, folks, we're gonna take one real quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Gotta pay some bills.
It's that time again to tune into Discussions with Jay as J-Dub interviews special guest comedian T-Rel. They discuss T-Rel growing up in Chicago, finding his funny, and where he got his big break. They also talk about the ups and downs he went through in the industry, as well as up-and-coming events. This up-and-coming interview will be airing March 11th at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on YouTube Live and Facebook Live at J-Dub the King. Tune in. PD&J What's Good Today brings you another great show with special guest DJ CJ Smooth. They discuss how he became an entrepreneur with his own entertainment company, how he got into DJing, what he's doing now, where he's going, and upcoming events that he may have. This interview will be airing March 16th at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on YouTube Live and Facebook Live at J-Dub the King. Tune in.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Brand new episode of PD&J What's Good Today. Again, I'm your host, J-Dub the King.
And y'all know me, Pocket.
Man, so we just touched on this Ukraine thing that's going on and what the backlash of what it's causing. We know that we see a spike in gas prices and everything. And everybody, be good to your neighbor. Please don't go and spike your neighbor's gas. Please don't. We don't want to hear about that shit on the news, and we don't want to talk about it. But this conflict in the Ukraine, in my personal opinion, is getting a little bit out of hand, and I think that something needs to happen. Do you think NATO's going to let the Ukraine in and now going to fight that battle, or you really don't think that's going to happen? You think they're going to be left out there?
Put it this way: the minute he went after hospitals and schools, that's the minute they should. Now, I do know they're in the process of bringing war crimes against him, but then you have to bring him to justice. You have to go in and get him and bring him to justice. Nobody's going to sit there and just turn up the ghost and give him up because they're too scared of the ramifications of what may happen. Now, I do know. Shout out to the president in Ukraine, Zelensky. He survived, I think, 3 attempts on his life, only because there are people that he has that are pulling for him in the Russian parliament. So hopefully he can survive through this. And shout out Darian. I see you watching right now, man. Glad you're tuning in.
Get well, man.
Get well. We praying for you with your asthma and your fight with COVID. So we definitely praying for you.
Now, we do have a comment. I want to touch on this because it's kind of in perspective of what's going on with Ukraine. So you really think Brittany Griner had hash oil after Russia's lied so much? Great question. That is an absolute great question. I'm not the one to sit back and answer that one to say yes or no. Could the cover-up be there? Could the conspiracy be there? Absolutely. You could look at me that way. But do I think that she smokes? I do.
Well, the thing is, we know Brittany, she suffers from depression and other things, so I'm quite sure. And she lives here in Phoenix. So do I think she traveled with that intention? No, I don't.
Not with that intention, but
now,
she had it.
Wait, here's the thing. There are some dignitaries here that are under duress. And what a lot of people were saying is the reason why this came out. Because remember, it happened a month ago, and we just found out all of a sudden after this conflict.
2.5 weeks ago.
So, no, it was a month. It was a month. It came out
February 4th, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's been over a month. And then all of a sudden, it came out with the pictures and everything. So what do I think that happened? Well, and this is why a lot of agents told their athletes ahead of time, get out of there. Something's happening. Something's going to happen. Get out of there. Someone didn't listen. She was one of them that didn't. So I think they're using this. They're
using her as a
the political prisoner. Definitely political prisoner. I have no doubt. Huh. She'll get released one way or another.
What up, T-Rail? I see you watching, man. We got that interview coming. Oh, man, I got to plug it. Interview with T-Rail on the next episode of Discussions with Jay. That's airing this Friday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's going to be at 5 p.m. on the West. That's going to be 8 p.m. on the East. Make sure that you catch that. It's an unbelievable interview. My man T-Rail breaks down everything that he's been through in his life, man. It's worth watching. It's a must-see.
It's must-see YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Facebook Live. And what else we got going? Instagram Live. And
Twitter, Twitch. What else we got?
And that bad son of a, we're not going to say that word right now. But tune in, y'all, on Friday. It's a hell of an interview with T-Rail. I've actually seen him live. He doesn't know, but I have seen him in live. And he's a hell of a comedian.
If you're in the Phoenix area this Saturday, he will be at the Crown Royal Plaza down by the airport.
Crown Royal? Oh, sorry. I thought you said Crown Royal. I almost got excited. My bad. I'm sorry.
Now back to the Brittany Griner. We got another comment here. She's traveled for a few years back and forth to Russia, but I don't believe that she could carry that through security. You can't even carry that through USA TSA. That's a very interesting point, but based off the video that I saw, it was shipped to her. She still had it in the shipping package.
Or so we think.
Y'all
got to remember, in Russia, if they want something to happen, the government has got to go to the government first. It's not like you can just get anything. No, that's not the way it works. There's so many restrictions there for you to get something like that. It has to go through several hands before it even gets to you. It's not like here where you can just ship something and you get it.
I think what she's leaning towards is I think she's saying that it was planted. That's the conspiracy. She never had it. It was planted on her, and so which I can believe, but at the same time, there would be so many variables that would need to be put in factor to make that happen.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
But actually no. See, That's what I'm trying to tell you. If Putin snaps his fingers, they do what he says. It's not like here. It's not like Sleepy Joe snaps his fingers and they got to go through all these and change. No, if Putin does it, says something is going to happen, it happens. If somebody tells him something needs to happen or something's going on, he knows before it even happens. So either way, like Tiffany said, she traveled. She's been playing in Russia with her teammate.
Which makes me believe that she's had it on her before. It can't be the first time that she's done something like this, if she's done it. Now, we got to say allegedly, because she hasn't been convicted, although she is convicted.
Again, that's where you fail at. Again, we got to remember, we're not talking about U.S. law. We're there. If they say you did it, you did it. It's total opposite than here. That's why I talk about people. When I talk about the freedoms we have a cakewalk. No matter how many people in the foreign countries want to talk bad about us, we have a cakewalk here. We can say what we want on our platforms and not get censored. We can do what we want and not, within reason, and not get censored.
I was about to say, there's a lot
depending on skin color and day of the week and time of day. Okay, so we got a couple things going, but y'all know what I'm getting to, right? So looking at that, we got a lot more freedoms than they ever will. They ever will. Now, I have no doubt in mind she's set up. I do. It's just a matter of what do they want.
So you can't sit back and tell me that she hasn't done this before? You don't think she has?
Like I just said, it's not that simple to get things there. It is not that simple. Now, here's the thing. Do I think she's had it shipped there? No. Do I think she has a connect there? That would be another story.
Yes.
That would be another story. Why won't I say that? Because somebody said that can be used against her. So we're not saying that already, because right there, she's already considered guilty. The fact they had it on her person, she's guilty. It's not a matter of, okay, do we have to prove you're guilty? There, you have to prove you're innocent. That's the problem. That's the problem. So she ain't going anywhere for a while.
So you think she's going to do the full 5-10?
She's not getting that. Again, she's a political prisoner. That's what it's going to boil down to. They're going to hold her until they don't want her. That's all it's going to boil down to. They're going to hold her as long as they can, within reason, and we'll see. But I give it till the conflict is over.
The war, you mean?
Okay. The war. The crucial conflict. I wanted to say that so bad.
Hey,
I wanted to say that too bad.
They were tight back in the day.
They were in the middle of the barn.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah.
All day.
All day. Folks, we'll be right back. Got a couple bills we got to pay. We'll be right back.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to a brand new episode. PD&J, what's good today? I'm your host, J. the King.
I'm your host, Pocket. We've been really going in about the Ukraine. But you know what? Let's come back to the U.S. Let's fly 7,000 miles right back on, right here.
Reel it on
Let's
back.
reel it on back. Because we got a lot of stuff we want to talk about.
We're going into our sports segment, y'all. So, how do you feel about the man, Russell Wilson, going to the Broncos now? You think that's a good look for the Broncos?
Well, it's a good look for the Broncos, but it's not a good look for Russell Wilson.
You think this is a decline in his career?
Nope, it's not a decline. This is the reason why. You go to probably the strongest division in football. Why do I say that? Look at the quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, who's definitely the best in that division. Justin Herbert, or Herbert, or Sherbert, or Herbert, or whatever you want to call him, from the Chargers, ain't no slouch. Derek Carr has always been a real deal, just nobody gives him his play. So now, where do I rank you in there? So you're out of the three other ones, you're the only other one that's actually won a Super Bowl. And then they say that you didn't even win that Super Bowl. The defense won it.
Do you think it's break or bust?
No, it's not break or bust.
No.
I don't think it's break or bust. I think what's going to end up happening is that, be honest with you, It's going to be. Well, actually, here let me say this. I actually agree with you, T-Rail. He didn't want to be there in the Seahawks, but he did it the professional way. He did it behind closed doors because he didn't want to ruin his image. Because he saw my career is being damaged being here. Because what did we say a couple years ago?
He
Everybody
was getting beat up the last couple of years on the Seahawks.
Exactly. Remember how they kept saying, let Russ cook, let Russ cook. We saw the talent that he had with decaf, I call him.
You mean DK Metcalf?
Decaf.
Okay.
Decaf.
Yeah. We ain't going to butcher my man's name.
Oh, we butchered it. It's Decaf. And then better call Tyrone Luckett. Those two out there just rolling with them. But that offensive line, it was like, man, it was as bad as my Ravens offensive line. Now that I thought about it, you sit there and sneeze and the quarterback's on the ground.
So I think, I don't know if it makes them, because the talk of the town is going to make it seem like the Broncos are now a legit playoff contender, better yet a Super Bowl contending team.
Now, here's the thing with the Super Bowl.
I don't agree with the Super Bowl.
No,
I'm barely on the fence about them being a playoff contender.
I think they're a playoff team. They can be a wild card because that extra wild card, it works. So for them to be in the extra wild card, yeah. Now, here's the thing. Super Bowl contender.
But not every year, though.
Super Bowl contender, here's the thing. You got the quarterback for that offense that they've been wanting. And now you got, Nathaniel Hackett, who was they consider an offensive genius. We'll see. Does
Seattle draft a quarterback?
Well, I don't know what the Seattle's doing. Actually, they're supposed to be going in on
they got Andrew Luck. They got Drew Lock out of the trade. So do you think they're going to draft a quarterback?
They're going to have to. And actually, did you hear the rumor though? And then after that, they dropped Bobby Wagner. Bobby Bowie,
yeah,
he's gone. I mean, see, actually, you know what? Your Cardinals should be rejoicing.
I think so because we ain't got to worry about. But I think we might go after Bobby Wagner if we could.
Who wouldn't? He's an all-pro, 170 tackles last year. That blows my mind. That blows my mind.
So T-Rail, you really think they could be a Super Bowl contender, my man? He says, exactly, bro. Also, he got fresh players. They could be a Super Bowl contender if they play like the Cards did. I'm sorry, I'm messing that up. If they play their cards right, Denver got the good deal out of this. I believe you're right. They got a good deal out of it.
The other thing is their offense. They needed that quarterback. Their defense has been solid. They got rid of Von Miller because they're like, you're too old for what we're trying to do, so we got to let you go. And then he went to LA and balled the hell out. Which I mean, Von Miller was Von Miller.
Now, Darian, I absolutely agree with you. The Broncos are still not a Super Bowl contending team because he's in the AFC, which has much tougher teams.
Deeper talent.
Very deep. You still got to get past Kansas City. You're going to have to get past Buffalo. You're still going to have to get past, well, I want to say Baltimore, but the way that they're coming off last season, I don't know.
Put it this way, you take all the injuries out.
You got
because you got to remember, we beat Kansas City in Kansas City. Oh, no, I'm sorry, in Kansas City in Baltimore.
True.
You came from behind Detroit, came from behind against Indianapolis, set a record. So yeah, we're pretty solid, healthy. Now, coming back
you still got the Raiders in your own division.
Exactly. Or Chargers,
which is a legit.
And then you go to the AFC, you still got the Patriots. You're still looking pretty solid. Who may get a top receiver.
Do you think they keep Mac Jones, or are they going?
Why wouldn't they keep Mac Jones?
Okay,
he carried that offense with no receivers. I mean, I sat there the other day. I tried to name 3 receivers on the Patriots, and I still can't come up with 3. But that's amazing to think he did that with no receivers. Kind of sounded another young quarterback that just retired.
Well, moving on, I want to give a shout out to, and I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but I do want to say it. You don't have to. I'll take this segment. I want to give a shout out to the Steelers. Y'all better get Louis Riddick as your GM. I think that would be the best play that y'all can make.
Is it really?
I do. I really think he would be a good GM.
Just looking at all the people available, he's the best one available.
I do.
Not because of his color. He's the best one available.
I believe he's the best. He's well deserving of it. He should have been the GM years ago.
Here's my thing. If they were really true about this, they should have gone after Sashi Brown. Oh, where's he at? He's in Baltimore, so never mind. Y'all don't need him. We got this.
But Louis Riddick is well deserving of a GM position.
Oh, definitely. He's been in for years.
Yeah,
so.
and I do hope that he goes out and gets this one. And that will make them have what? And I am going to play the race card out here. You're going to have Mike Tomlin as your head coach. You're going to have Brian Flores as your assistant head coach.
Assistant, whatever the hell.
Yeah, the defensive coordinator. No, he's not the
head defensive assistant.
There you go. And then you get Louis Riddick as your GM. That's a power move right there, in my opinion.
No, but since they're throwing titles out there, I think I'm gonna put my name in a hat, become maybe a assistant to the GM of the assistant of the executive director
your own title
for the
now?
Vice President. Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody would be on that? I mean, I think I can pull that off. I mean, I can make some deals, but then again, I mean, the way I do it Madden, I cut you in a heartbeat to make me mad. So I don't know if that may not be a good idea.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. But shout out to the Steelers anyway, though.
From him.
From me. That is from me.
Baltimore knows. I know.
Well, everybody that knows me knows I'm an Arizona Cardinal fan, but on this platform, when it comes to sports, I'm going to be biased and, give credit where credit's due.
Oh, I'm biased. I'm always biased against the damn Steelers. I don't care what day of the week it is.
Damn, is it like that, bro?
Oh, man. Made my heart rate go up. Anybody got any blood pressure medicine? I think I need some right now. Give me some water, something. Man.
Oh,
let's talk about Steelers. Let's change the subject of the Steelers, please.
I'm about to tell you to go get your hat.
No. See, you're trying to side change me. See what the man does. See.
For those that are new to our platform, and even those that are familiar with our platform, yes, wow. Pocket has a hat that he wears to keep
the conspiracies. He mentioned the word, and I didn't have the hat. And y'all just saw how I reacted. He said the word, the C word. You can't say that around me. Nah. They can't hear that. No.
Anyway, folks. So, next topic that I want to talk about today is, do you think that there's going to be a market reset? And what I mean by a market reset, we see what's going on just worldwide with everything. Do you think that we're on pace to have a complete market shift and market reset?
Wow. Let's take a walk. Let's take a walk. We want to take a walk down. So we all know what happened before World War I, the Great Depression, right?
Yeah.
Which then led us into World War II because it lasted too long. Now all of a sudden we're looking, it's price gouging everywhere. There's not enough workers in the warehouses. They claim there's all these jobs available, which as I said last week, if there's so many jobs available, then why the hell are so many businesses closing down? I'll just leave that out there and you think about that.
Inflation. They want to talk about inflation every day.
The pricing on houses, ridiculous. The pricing on materials to build houses,
ridiculous.
And I can't even get a cow for this different price, nor another a gallon of gas. So yes, it is time for a market reset. But what has to happen? I'm just gonna say, we got to go to war.
Well, I honestly think if they do what they're supposed to do in regards to resetting the market, and what I mean by that is, and shout out to, before I make my thought, shout out to True Dinero Group. That's where you can get all your precious metals like your gold, your silver, I got mine, great, authentic, real. And definitely look them up and holler at them. But going to my point, with the market reset, if you raise the price of our precious metals, which the dollar was originally backed by, meaning gold and silver, and you raise the prices on that, it will definitely reset the market and make the dollar a little bit more valuable. You understand what I'm saying? So if you do that, well, now we don't have to worry about this high inflation. We don't have to worry about gas prices being so high. Raise the price on our precious metals, such as our gold and our silver, and raise them to the prices of where they're supposed to be at, not where you're suppressing them at. Put them where they're supposed to be at.
Shout out to T-Rail. Yes.
Oh, Lord Jesus, T-Rail. I'm not reading that on there. Yeah, I am. My man said he gonna start selling some ass for gas, y'all. So if y'all need a ride, hit up T-Rail. He got you.
Doing a little something strange for a little bit of change.
No, but seriously though, if you really look at it and you look at the dollar of what it was meant to be and what it was meant to be backed by, and you actually raise the price to where it's supposed to be and not where you're suppressing it at, you wouldn't see this high accumulation of inflation that's going on right now.
And and then other things like that. That's exactly what we need the reset. I wish I could just go into the Oval Office and hit the button, but they won't let me in there to hit the button.
Shout out, Wayne.
I mean, let me hit the button. That's all. Just let me touch the button accidentally. Ain't nobody got to know. Just let me do it.
Now, do you think a reset? I honestly am in favor of a reset. Do you think that the reset will benefit a lot of people or hurt a lot of people?
So here's the thing with the reset. Yes, because guess what? Those caps that they have for middle class and high class and no class and subclass and
Whatever
out of
class,
class and
whatever class,
all the classes gets reset. All it gets reset. So now the whole I'm a millionaire, but I only take a $13,000 salary. Well, guess what? Now you're fucked because it's been reset. And now you have to claim everything the right way. You have to do everything the right way.
So what's wrong
to
with
get
that?
money. What's wrong with that?
You're doing everything the right way to get money.
No, actually not. They're not doing things the right way.
But you're
They're
saying
finding-
you're forcing them to do everything
Yeah, they're
the
going
right
to
way.
force them. You do a market reset, you force them to do it.
So what's wrong with that?
No, I said it'd be a whole class reset. A whole class reset is good for the economy.
Good. Okay.
Because guess what? Now everybody can reap more benefits. Now, I'm done with you though. 16th Street Van Buren? Wait.
How do you know where? He just said right on Van Buren. You know the exact cross street.
See what happened was
See,
when the sun was in my eyes and I was going, it was about midday. The sun in my eyes.
Lord Jesus, here we go. Anyway,
So kickbacks.
As you were,
We've been hijacked, y'all. We've been hijacked.
oh man. So anyway, as you were saying, it would reset a whole class,
It reset every class, not just one class. It would set every class to where it should properly.
which I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing.
Now, also, what's got to happen too, because without a market reset, do you understand that people that got raises on their jobs? So inflation went up, what, 11%?
Almost 12.
Almost 12%. Do you know the average raise was 6%? So you didn't even beat inflation.
Isn't your rate supposed to be the equivalent of inflation every year?
That's what economics says.
Okay. All right.
Is it not? I mean, help me out. I know we got some economic majors.
Economic. So we created
It's epic.
Okay.
It's epic-nomic. Look it up in Pocket Webster's edition 2022.
Oh, we're coming out with a dictionary this year. We're doing big things. Oh, shout out to Pocket. He has his show coming, y'all. Out of Pocket is in production as we speak. Man, I can't wait for it. Shout out. What guest you gonna have on there? No, we're gonna plug the shit out of it. Ah shit. I tried, folks. I tried.
But you know what? It's gonna be great. We're gonna talk. We're gonna kick back, let our hair down. Oh, what's my hair? Shit.
You forgot your hair?
I forgot my hair.
Ah, okay.
Hair and makeup fired. We're getting a new one.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're not going nowhere. I suggest you don't either. We'll be right back.
Who's ready for some fun? Who enjoys a podcast where the host speaks about what's on their minds and doesn't hold back? PD&J, What's Good Today, is an open format podcast hosted by Pocket and J-Dub the King. Let's talk about sports. Let's talk about music. Let's just have an interesting conversation. If you have any topics for us to discuss, email pdnjmediaproductionsllc@gmail.com. Tune in to PD&J What's Good Today every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube Live at J-Dub the King.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to a brand new episode of What's Good Today with your boys PD&J. I am J Dub the King.
And I am Pocket.
So we're sitting back talking about a variety of different things, but we just got done talking about the market reset.
No, we just finished talking about how hair and makeup is fire. That's what we just finished talking about, along with the market reset. So now with the market reset, now I got another person in the unemployment line. Because my hair and makeup ain't. Come on now. Oh, that's great. I didn't look this great last week, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, shut the hell
up. You really did. You might have had some more of that.
It's that Ukraine thing going on, and
it's stressing you out.
It's stressing me the hell out. I need to go over there and stir up some
shit. Anywho, so we just right now is our question and answer period at fan mail. Any thoughts, questions, concerns that you guys may have?
And while we're waiting on that, I got a couple things that I want to get off my chest real quick. Man, so I don't know if any of you have been watching boxing. How the hell did Jack Catterall get screwed?
I'll let you have this one.
How did Catterall get screwed? Can anybody help me out here? He beat Taylor, who now wants to move up and weight to fight Terrence Crawford. So you know he won't get Josh Taylor's going to get his ass whooped. He's going to get it whooped. Whooped good. Whooped like he stole something. Kick his Scottish behind. I just had to get that off my chest. Whew. That's been weighing on me.
I guess. So, like I said, we have a fan mail open. We like to do it live, so that way any thoughts, questions, concerns, or topics that you guys have that we want to talk about, we're going to get to it right then and there instead of having you guys wait until the next following week. Oh, yeah, shout out to DJ CJ Smooth. He will be in the building next week. We're going to have a great interview with him. He's going to talk about a lot of different things. I didn't even know he used to be a basketball coach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for AAU League, 13 and under back in Georgia. So, Georgia. Anyway, so definitely stay tuned next week for when we launch that episode. It's going to be crazy.
And then also, you know what? Another thing, we're looking at week 3 of the hostage situation with baseball.
Oh, yeah.
So here's what I have to say about that. If y'all don't start playing soon, we're going to forget that was America's pastime any goddamn way. It's going to be in America's pastime.
Do you think there's going to be a season this year? I don't think there's going to be a season.
It'll probably be like, remember it was a couple years ago when COVID first hit, they had like 40 games or 50 games, 56 games.
Yeah, like a 62
like that,
game or something like that. I don't think so. I think the whole season is shot, bro.
I don't think the whole season because they don't want people to forget about baseball. I mean, technically we already have. If you watch it on TV, that's the best nap time I've ever gotten. Man, I tell you, I watch a baseball. Now wake up, it's still the 4th inning. Like I thought I went to sleep when it was the 1st inning. 2 hours later, it's only the 4th inning. So yeah,
and it is America's pastime. Helps you pass that time.
Past time.
Yeah.
Then also, you know what? Let's go back talk about the Super Bowl halftime show again. I got to go back to this because I read something recently that the NFL was not going to let Dr. Dre on there. And Jay-Z, but no, Jay-Z came to bat, Dr. Dre or Snoop, and Jay-Z said, if they can't do this show, I quit.
Yep.
I'm pulling everything.
He was going to pull his contract.
And then they tried to tell Snoop what he could wear, and Jay-Z told him, wear what you want. So therefore, unite, black folks, unite. If our millionaire, here's what I like to say. If our millionaire hip-hop artists, stars can unite, why can't we? Again, let me go back to what I said last week. Does Black Lives matter to black people? It's the question.
We're going to keep saying that every week until y'all get it right. And I wish somebody would have an answer for that. If you have a legitimate answer, please let me know.
If you have any answer. We know, and you can't sit there and say, yes, it does, because if you want to go by track records, it really don't. Look at most of the crime that's happening right now. It's been an uptick in crime amongst black on black. I'm not saying if you're going to carjack somebody, look who's in the car. I'm not saying that. I'm saying let's stop it completely. Unite, not divide. We're already divisive as enough. It's already, we don't put the dollar is no longer a black dollar. There's no more Black Wall Street. we want to ever get back to it, we have to invest in ourselves, invest in each other.
I know I want to see a Black Wall Street again. Definitely, I do. What about you?
It would be great.
Be nice. But we got to start. That also leads me to the point where we got to start supporting ourselves too. I said this before and I'll say this again. If you got Keisha down the street that can do your hair, go to Keisha and get your hair done. Don't go to Ling Ling because Keisha give you, because of whatever reasons.
Because Keisha, you know what? She's going to do the best for you because she wants you to come back. Ling Ling, she don't give a damn because you know if you ain't coming back,
somebody else. Yeah.
She don't care. It's like with nail artists. Some of the best nail artists I've seen have been Asian, but then now I'm starting to see on Instagram and everything else. I mean, there's some bad sisters out there doing these nails, and I'm talking about sisters as far as non-Asian. I can't say the old word. Non-Asian.
Oriental.
See, that's racist. Did you not know that?
Can't say Orientals.
No, you can't say that. The Asians. The ain'ts.
Is that what we're doing now?
Well, since you mentioned it, I mean, I can go there. Why don't you go there?
I mean, we already went.
All right, I'm already there. We're already in the neighborhood, so I'm not gonna pull into the driveway, right?
Yeah.
So we will support the corner store. We will support the Chinese food place. We will support the Chinese food place that makes the chicken box. We will support the Chinese food place that makes the cheesesteak, the subs. We will support the Italian restaurant. We will I'm going to name it. We will support Olive Garden. We will support Red Lobster. We will support Applebee's. We will support Chili's. But we won't support the soul food spot.
I don't know about
the Haitian spot, the Jamaican spot. That's right. I mentioned all of them because guess what? They're all minorities. Although they don't want to identify a lot of them as being black, they are. I mean, look at the color of their skin.
I'll be honest with you. I like to go to the hole in the wall food places, and you can ask my wife and my kids. I'd rather go there than go to a chain restaurant because to me, I get the best food there.
Because they know that the person leave with you, the review that you leave, is either going to build them or break them. That's why. But again, it goes back to Black Lives Matter
to Black people. Well, not just Black people, but all people. But we're going to start with Black people.
It has to matter to us first before anybody else does. Because guess what happens is people are watching how we treat ourselves before they even want to do any reaction. Because think about it. People say, think about the brutality with cops. Don't really like talking about that, right? We were saving that. But I want to go there right now. People talk about, oh, well, there's a lot of good cops out there. So you can't say all of them are bad. Okay, so if not all of them are bad, right?
But not all of them are good either.
Not all of them are good. Exactly. So where are the good ones stopping the bad ones? Why do you have this union that you all are united, but not all of you are united?
I seen a video where a cop was detaining a suspect and the white cop ended up taking a swing.
I sent you that video. Yeah.
And the officer got arrested by his fellow officer.
And now the officer that did it was a black guy. Now, the reason why that's happening, people say it only got happened because it was recorded. They didn't see it being recorded. They didn't. If you look at the whole situation, the black cop did not see it recorded, but he was like, oh, now on my watch, you're going to do this.
And he's getting sick and tired of it. A lot of people are getting sick and tired.
So now, why does it's just been years of this, years of it. We need to bring it back. So again, it goes back to do Black Lives Matter to Black people. So guess what? It's got to start, I guess, there then. Let's start there. Let's start with that one cop. Change my opinion on the rest.
Did?
No, it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Because as we know, there's still a bunch of bad apples on that force. As we know, even in the LA Police Department, they have the tattooed gang within the LAPD Police Department.
Oh, so did you? Speaking of that, the leader of the Proud Boys, you hear about that? He got arrested. So, not only is there going to be a market reset, but there's going to be a power shift. That power struggle is about to change. So those I'm telling you this, and I don't want to get too preachy or anything like that, but those that were on the bottom will soon be on the top.
Well,
Those that were at the top will soon be at the bottom. So appreciate what you got now before you lose it all and you don't have none.
where's Bishop Don Juan? Tabernacle.
Anyway, folks, we got one more commercial break. We'll be right back with our final thoughts.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Brand new episode PD&J. What's good today? I'm your host, J Dub the King.
I'm your host, Pocket. First, before we go any further, I'm going to shout out T-Rel again. Thanks for tuning in. And you better tune into his interview with J Dub on Friday. It's very impactful. It will open some eyes to the likes of what he went through, how he became who he is, and why the hell he's so damn funny.
Yeah, I got a shout out to all of our new fans that are watching. Got a shout out to all of our old fans, new and old, all alike. We love you. We're grateful that you guys are tuning in each and every Wednesday.
And Eastern Europe, shout out to y'all. 'Cause I know y'all are going through something. Hopefully we can relax your minds, make you laugh, do something. Hug your wife, hug your spouse, hug your significant other.
Keep fighting, y'all.
Or your significant other.
Keep fighting. You guys got, I don't know if you guys hear this every day or not, but you got us in your corner. Okay? So keep that fight going. Pocket, any final thoughts you got?
Final thoughts. Words of encouragement. I'm done encouraging. I'm looking for action. And what I mean by that, I'm tired of turning on the news. If y'all want to know, yes, we did see what happened in Iowa. We just didn't mention it because we're tired of it. Just that simple. It's just that simple. Same thing about the update with the thing that was at the McDonald's not too far from where I live. Yeah, I know what happened. I'm tired of it. I'm done mentioning it on the show. I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm not ignoring it. I'm just not mentioning it. There's too much going on right now. We've got to find some positive, and that's what I'm looking for. I want positive. You got something positive you want to say, you want to do, send us an email. Make a comment.
We read them all. No excuses, folks. There's no excuse why you can't do better. And that's what we're going to push. That's my words of encouragement for you guys. No excuse not to do better. Every day you should do better, whether you're trying to go and reach that goal of yours, whether you want to start a business, whatever it is that you want. No excuses on why you cannot get it done. This is your year. This is the year to get things done. This is the year to achieve whatever goals, whatever dreams that you've been putting off. This is your year to do it. It's up to you. Nobody else but you. Until next week, everybody, 3, 2, 1, and we are done.